So, you know, we are effectively in uh, a karmically induced state of social distancing. Social distancing, right? We're not, there's no physical distancing anymore. Social distancing is just the merit of basically being so aggressively ensconced in your world and your ideals that it is your disposition to purify your world to extreme lengths, to only have whom you like in it. And that world only makes sense on the internet, where it still doesn't make sense, but it's the only place where you can even do that kind of a thing. Where there's nothing real at stake. It's all just, oh, you get to be on platform with these people or those people. And that's about the only thing that it fucking is. And for many years, everything was about that. It was like you were amassing your community, you were amassing your tribe, you know, and you were all rallied around the excitement of various subject matters that have, you know, that have proposed answers. You know what I mean? Like, you start asking, you know, questions about why we faked the moon landing, and, you know, you start rallying behind, you know, flat Earth, because you did come to the conclusion that we faked the moon landing, right? And even if we did go to the moon, what we filmed was not the moon landing. And that's if you can believe that the photos from telescopes from Earth to the moon, which can only be sourced by NASA, to prove that the artifacts of the moon landing are there. No independent person has ever gone, taken a big high-powered telescope, pointed it at the Sea of Tranquility, or wherever the fuck they parked their bullshit, and said, oh yeah, there it is. Wow. Right? And that's assuming it's the proper scale. Right? Because they could fake it, like, if the flat Earth is right and the moon is small and close, and perhaps a physical surface and not a plasma energy field of some sort. If you do have that going on for you, well, now you're just looking at like a scale model of something, right? That could be what it is. Like the lunar module and shit, that all could have been an early form of an RV, right? Hell, maybe the astronauts were running the RV from inside the Van Allen radiation belt. So they're just in orbit, and their mission takes as long as it takes because they have to wait for the shuttle to get back around, because it still has to keep on track with the realm, regardless of its shape. And then when it comes back around and it's in signal again, it can shoot radio waves at the device to continue to pilot it, so that way it parks itself where it belongs. And then the rest is Hollywood magic, because they can't film it and they needed to prove that they did it. And so they faked it to prove that they did it, because they can't film that they did it. That's one of the the maddening ideas that runs through your head, trying to rationalize why you can trust your sources. All sorts of people are very interested in calling you an idiot and walking away. Guess what? If in the real world, if we're like doing shit, it's like you have to you have to cause a serious commotion and get physical to somebody else who's just going to stand their ground on their disposition. Are you going to do that? You going to allow that taxation to happen? I mean, you might be that interested in knuckling up about it because you got to knuckle up about everything because, you know, that's your code of fucking conduct as a man. Right? And it sort of turns into a get real, get over it kind of thing, right? Because, you know, there is no time and place right now. We're all working over here. We're busy. This is a work site. We're having a situation. We are having a situation. What is that? 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's about 4 cop cars in that McDonald's. I wonder what the fuck happened there. This is not the kind of town where just cops are called to places just like that. So when that happens, it means that there's something actually going on. But anyway. In the real world, nobody is fucking socially isolating themselves like that. It's just like, you know, you're dealing with each other because you've got to do something together in the fucking real world. It's not a fucking Zoom room. You know? It's not a Discord server. It's not just something where you can just fucking rage quit. You know? It's not a place where you can yell at somebody and they can't just run away while you're in the middle of yelling at them, right? It's a place where things can get real physical, and you have to ask yourself, how much do you fucking care, right? To reciprocate, to offend as such. What's up, DN? Hiya. And so this is what people are fucking acting like. This is what people are fucking acting like. And then they will exploit whatever level of non-aggression principle that you discipline. And then that becomes some sort of further ability to taunt you as a kind of weakness. You tell me. Right? Because they're not going to be able to respond to the merits of the situation. They're going to have their own idea in their head of what something's about. And they're either going to choose to acknowledge you and what your issue is or not. And they can pretend that the issue that you have with them is the same as the issue they have with you. Or to pretend that they didn't have an issue and to make it only about your issue. And meanwhile, you know better than to fucking pretend like saying anything is going to go anywhere because you're coming to the revelation that you are not in a place where trust is established. Right? There's already been a kind of betrayal, a kind of lack of acknowledgement of you as a person. Yeah. I don't know if that's really the case in my personal experience. That could be the case in other experiences, for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a thing or two. I'm gonna go take a nice chilly run, and I'll catch you guys later.